16th verse of the second chapter of the Gita, we find na shata vidyate bhava, na bhava vidyate shata, ubhayopi dishtantu stanayas tattvadoshini. Na asata vidyate bhava. Asata means unreal. Asata means unreal. That what is unreal, vidyate bhava, does not exist. That what is unreal does not exist. No abhava vidyate shata. But that what is real is never lacking and never absent. That what is real is never absent. That what is unreal is not existing. Very interesting. It's like a riddle. It's like a riddle. That what is not real is not existing. That means, what is your childhood? What is your early days? They're all past. They're gone. They don't exist. Every moment changing. Every moment we find that the world is changing, because the world is in Sanskrit called Jagat. Jag means to move. Jag means to move. That what moves constantly is Jagat. Samsara. Samsarati. That what Samsara. Sammaksarati. That what moves, changes thoroughly is world. So the very name shows that it doesn't exist. It's only a shadow. It's only shadow. So, and people try to catch this shadow. They run after this shadow. They want to make it permanent. That what is a shadow, they want to make it permanent. But it is never permanent. That is what this idea is given. That what is asat, that means not real, appears to be real, but not real. So, now asata vidyate bhava. This thing, one should not run after it, because it doesn't exist, it doesn't really stays, it is just a sort of magic. It's like a magic. It's just a moment show. Then again, opposite part, na abhava vidyate shata. Shata, that is your soul, that is your inner joy, inner happiness, inner comfort, inner experience of the eternity. That is shat, that which you experience through your samadhi, through your meditation, through your everyday's prayer and everyday's dedication. This one is shat, which is never lacking at any time, at any age, at any situation. You can concentrate your mind and be in touch with this shata, the truth, the eternity, indestructible. Ubhayopi dishtantu stanayas tattvadoshini. It is also very interesting. Second line, na asata vidyate bhava, na abhava vidyate shata, ubhayopi, ubhayopi, both shata and asata, ubhayopi, drishta, anta, tu, anayo, tattvadoshini. So, drishta means seen. Both these things, reality and unreality, both are seen by seeing their end, seeing their consequence, the consequences, the consequence of the unreality, consequence of the reality. So both are seen well, thoroughly by tattvadoshini, the one who has known the reality, the one who is tattva, knows the essence of life, those who is enlightened. By the enlightened, these two, both factors, the reality and unreality, is like a shadow and the element, shadow and the structure is separated. So day and night separated, light and shadow separated. Exactly the same way, the person who is enlightened can separate, can see clearly, precisely, distinctly what is real and what is unreal. Then we come to 17th verse, which says, 17th verse of the first chapter, says, Avinashi tu tad vidhi, yena sarvam idam tatam, vinasham abhyasya, na kaschit varti avasya. Avinashi tu tad vidhi. Avinashi, that means indestructible. Vinash means destruction, Avinashi, indestructible. Avinashi tu, indeed. Tu means indeed. Avinashi tu tat vidhi. Tat means that supreme. Vidhi, no. Vidhi means no. You know that that is indestructible. You know that is indestructible, imperishable. Jena, by what? By which? Sarvavidam tatam. By which is all this pervaded, all this permeated through. That thing by which all these things that you are seeing, these unreal things, are permeated. Like a flower, a garland of many, many kinds of flowers. The flowers get rotten, the flower gets, shriveled, withered, but the thread, the nixus, is not withered. You understand my point? The nixus, the thread within this garland is not rotten, it is there. Exactly the same way. This unreal world, by which it is all permeated, it is permeated through, that is indestructible, that is imperishable. And vinasham abhashasya na kashchit kartum arhati. Nobody, vinasham abhashasya, abha means that what is not destructible, eternal. That eternal entity cannot be destroyed by anybody. Vinasham abhashasya na kashchit kartum arhati. Nobody can destroy this eternity. That is permanent. That is within you. That you try to know. Avinashi. Then says in the 18th verse, it is said, Antamanta imedeha nitya sukta sharirina anashina apramesha tasmat yuddhasya bharata. Antamanta imedeha. All these bodies that you are seeing, the king's bodies in the battle. In the battle the kings are there. So Krishna says to Arjuna, Antamanta imedeha. All these bodies that you are talking about that you have to fight and destroy, these bodies, their bodies, soul is not destroyed, but these bodies, antamanta, they come to an end. Today or tomorrow they will come to an end. If somebody is sick, he might die in the sickness, he is afraid. But if those who are not sick, they will also die. The person who is crippled, he will also die. The person who is not crippled, very healthy, he will also die. So antamanti media, this is not eternal, my dear. The thing that is permeating all through, that is eternal. And nobody can destroy that. And these bodies are all perishable. They will be coming to end in the course of time. So antamanti medeha, nitya sukta sharirina. Only the one who is living in these bodies, the one who is living in these bodies, the one who lives in a body, he is nitya, he is eternal. He is not going to be ruined. Nobody can ruin him. No sword can cut him. No water can wet him. No fire can destroy him. No moth can eat him. Nothing can destroy. So the soul that is there in the body is eternal. And the bodies are always destructible. Today or tomorrow, at any moment, anything might happen. People will die. So you should not worry about this. So says that Anashina apramesha tasmat yuddhasya bharata. Anashina apramesha. Anashina apramesha. Anashina apramesha means apramya. Anashina apramesha. The soul who is there in the bodies is anashina, means he will not be destroyed. He cannot be destroyed. Apramesha, which cannot be proved also, which cannot be proved by material analogy or anything. So it is something to be realized. Something one must realize within oneself. Cannot be proved. You cannot prove your soul. You can prove to others that I have a hand and it's a powerful hand or anything. But you cannot prove your soul. It is within you, you only feel. So it is apramya, which cannot be proved. Praman cannot be given of this. Praman is not given, but everybody knows that it is there. So this, Arjun, these bodies are all perishable. The soul in the bodies are imperishable, eternal, and it is eternal, it is not destructing, not going to be destroyed, and it cannot be proved. So such a thing, by knowing such a thing, tasmat yuddhasya bharat. Oh, the son of Bharat. Oh, the son of Bharat, come up, stand up, arise, and fight. Don't be lazy. Don't shrink from the situation. Don't run away from the situation. Life is such a thing. Dar gaya to mar gaya. The one who is coward, he dies 100 times. The brave but once. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. You get up and start fighting. Now this Yuddhasya, fight, that the command of the Supreme Command, Krishna, is not only for Arjuna 5,000 years ago in the battlefield, but in the battlefield of the world, to everyone this command. Now know that your soul is indestructible. The soul is imperishable. It's not blemished by anything. It's not sickened by anything. It is eternal. Know this and don't be overwhelmed by your bodily situations. Bodily situations which are anyway perishable. Even if you are the most beautiful, you will be gone. Even if you are the ugliest, you will be gone. So don't attach importance to it. Don't be infatuated with all these physical conditions. But you know that your soul is imperishable and you are eternally settled in it, and therefore you rise and do your duty. Because this world is a place for doing duty. It is a karma bhumi. The more you will accomplish your duties, human duties, with perfection, with meticulous perfection, you live better and you are worthy of realizing the Supreme. For you, we have just explained in verse 18 of second chapter that this body is perishable and the soul within the body is functioning through all our mind, intelligence, our senses, and our understanding is indestructible. That's why, Arjun, you need to rise and fight. So, and fight. And then we come to 19th verse, which is explaining the immortality of the soul in a different way, from different perspective. Says, Ja enam vetti hantaram, because it is a battle. It is the sermon is in the battle, and the before a battle. So it is connected with a little bit always battle, killing. So Arjuna was talking of killing. So Krishna, in a way, trying to explain that there is no killing in the world. No killing. So he says, Ja enam vettidam. Enam means this. This. Just now what I have said, that the one who is in the body is not destroyed. The body is destructible. Whether you fight it or kill it or not kill it or whatever you do, it is anyhow going to destroy. It is emerged from the earth and it will go back to the earth. It is emerged from the earth and will go back to the earth finally. So, the same is referring to the same thing, the Ja enam vetti hantaram. The one who, vetti means knows, that hantaram means kills. The one who knows that the soul kills. Just chenam mandate hatam, and the one who thinks that the soul is killed. The one who thinks that the soul kills, the one who thinks that the soul is killed, destroyed, perished. Both do not know. None of them know. I am hantin annati. The soul neither kills anyone, nor is killed by anyone. Neither kills anyone, nor is killed by anyone. But how can it kill? And how can it be killed? Because it is indestructible, imperishable, eternal, everlasting. It is already said that whatever you see before your eyes, all this perishable world is permeated with this indestructible soul. With this imperishable soul. So, it can neither kill, it neither kills nor is killed by anybody. Na jayate mriyate ba kadachin na ayam bhutva bhavita banabho ajo nitya shashwata ayam purana na hannate hannamane shariri. In 20th verse it says, Na jayate mriyate. It doesn't born. The soul is not born. Soul is never born. Body is born, but soul is never born because it is ever permeating. If the soul would not be ever permeating, then our mind would not go in a moment to America, to England, anywhere. Mind is moving because there is root, and the root is soul. The mind is moving because there is root. The plane is moving in the space because the space is the root. If there is no root, how the plane will move? So the mind is so fastly moving here, there. So that means it is all permeating. It neither is born, it doesn't born. No jayate, mriyate. Then again it doesn't shrivels, dries up. Kadachi, nayam, bhutta, bhavita, nabhuva. It doesn't happen that it is born and then finished and then again it will be born. Nothing happens like that. Bhutta, bhavita, na cha bhuva. That means bhutta, being born, again it will die and again it will be born. Bhuva. Such things doesn't happen with the soul. Soul is all permeating, everlasting, and you are a center. Everybody is a center of the same soul. Ajo. Ajo. Ajo means it's not born. Nitya is eternal. Aja means not born. Nitya means eternal. Shashwata. Everlasting. Everlasting. Ayam Purana. It is the oldest. It's the oldest. Nobody knows how it began, when it began. So it is Purana. Na hannate hannamane shariri. It is not killed when the body is killed. When the body is killed, it is not killed. It looks like being killed. Oh, somebody is murdered. Then you can ask a question, that if it is not killed, then those who are murderers, they should not be punished. Because soul is not killed. And the murderer will say, my soul does not kill, and soul is not killed. How I am a killer? Then the justice will say, what? In the court he says, sir, why are you going to give me punishment, lifelong imprisonment or hanging? On the pulpit before public, you are going to hang me. Why? Your scripture says that soul doesn't kill and the soul is not killed. So what killed? Whatever. Then the justice will say, we are not going to hang you. We are not going to give you jail for life. We are only going to give your body confinement. We are putting confinement, or we will put a rope around your neck and hang. That is not you, but your neck. Your body's neck. Not your neck. So it doesn't mean that you can be immoral. You can do whatever you like. Because if you know your soul, you will never do anything immoral. It's the law of nature. People do all immoral things. People do all selfish things because they don't know their soul. They're ignorant of their soul. If you would have eyes, you would not bang. Since one is blind, so he bangs. So if you know your soul, you would have the third eye and you will not do any injustice to anyone in the world. That's the law of nature. We are now proceeding with the verse 21st of 2nd chapter. It says, Veda Avinashim Nityam Ja Enam Ajam Abhayam Katham Sa Purusha Partha Katham Ghatati Huntikam. So the whole thing is about the battle. Now battle vibration is still going. So Arjuna became depressed, sad by thinking that he has to kill his relations in the battle. And Krishna tried to explain to him that the bodies are not eternal. The bodies will be perished anyhow. Soul is eternal. So now he is explaining again that the nature of the soul. So he says that Veda Avinashi. Veda means know. You know, Arjun. Know is for sure. Avinashim. It is not to be destroyed. It cannot be destroyed. Avinashim. It is non-destructible. And Nittam. Eternal. Ya Inam. Ajam Abhayam. It's not born and it is lasting forever. Abhayam. So, if it is so, Katham sa Purusha Partha, Katham Ghatanti Hantikam, Katham sa Purusha Partha. And if it is like this, if a person is like this, he is eternal, he is ever existing, and he is not to be destroyed by anything, nothing can destroy him. In that case, how do you think, my friend, that somebody will hit and somebody will die and somebody will kill? Huh? How? Who will kill whom? Who will destroy whom? You understand? This is one thing. So, this is purely from philosophical point of view. When somebody is above body, mind, then he cannot think that he is going to kill somebody or hit somebody or he is going to be killed or hit by somebody. So it is indifferent of your physical existence. So this existence that you have, this cannot be denied. Everybody has this, Even now, everybody has to understand that he is moving, he is working, he is thinking, and then sometimes after he is gone, and then come back again, because those who die, they will be born again, and those who are born, they will die again. So this lila, this game, cosmic game, is constantly going in connection with the cosmic consciousness. So cosmic consciousness cannot be destroyed. The world can be destroyed, but the cosmic consciousness cannot be destroyed. By a cannon, you can destroy a village, you can destroy a jungle, but you can destroy the sky anyhow. So, this eternal like sky, which is permeating like the space is in every pot, everything has space within it. So the pot is broken, but the space is not broken. When you have an earthenware pot, a mud pot, and there is space, but you cannot destroy the space. The pot is broken. Similarly, the body is broken, but if you are like a space, when you have filled your status, you come to this state of experience, says, how can you think that somebody will kill somebody or somebody is killed? So, this is 21st and 22nd verse of the second chapter of the Gita says, Vasangsi jirnani jatha vyahaya navani grinnati nara purani tatha sharirani vyahaya jirnan nani samyati navani dehi. Vasangsi jirnani is an analogy, is an example given to Arjuna by Krishna to understand, to make him understand the relationship between body and the soul, body and the spirit. He says, Vasangsi jirnani. Vasangsi means cloth. Jirnani, when it becomes old. Jatha vyahaya. Vyahaya means giving up. Jatha, like an old cloth is given up. Navani grinnati. And instead, a new one is accepted. Grinnati. By throwing away the old one, you accept the new cloth. Tatha. Similarly, Sharirani vyahaya jirnannani. When this body becomes oren, completely oren, old, cyanic, then what do? You give it up. And Sanghati Navanidhi, the new body is taken. So this is coming now, we are coming to rebirth, metempsychosis, psychosis, the birth and death. So ancient Hindu thinkers, they came to conclusion that no soul dies and the soul may have some desires with him. When he goes from here, individual soul may have some desires and with the desires he come back again. Like the modern science says, the conservation of energy and conservation of mass. No mass is destroyed. No element can be destroyed. If you destroy one element, the ingredients exist. Similarly, no energy can be destroyed. It accumulates at a different place, you know. The sunlight, some energy, if it is reducing, it is getting accumulated somewhere. If the automobiles, if they are burning away all the diesels and this gasolines, if they are also being accumulated somewhere in the atmosphere. So that way, soul, the modern science doesn't speak of soul. The conservation of soul is not spoken. Conservation of energy and mass. But rishis say conservation of the soul. The soul is not destroyed. Soul can never be destroyed. And the soul, when finds that the body has become unable, incapable of following its command, then this body is thrown away. If this pain doesn't write, so long as it writes is scared, but when it cannot write any longer, it cannot be rejuvenated again, it cannot be given, filled up again, then it is to be thrown away and a new one has to be taken. Exactly the same way, when the cloth is worn, it is thrown up and a new cloth is taken for the body. And similarly, the soul, when finds the body is worn, so cloth is for your body and body is for the soul. So it shows that the body is the cloth of the soul. So when it is worn and old, incapable of working, the senses are gone, his eyesight is gone, his hearing power is gone, his speaking capacity is now trembling, stammering. So then it is no longer useful. So it has to be thrown away and a new one has to be taken by according to the law of nature. Nainam chinnanti shastrani. Then we are coming to 23. Nainam chinnanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam kledantapa, na shoshayati manuta. So we are here in 23rd verse of the second chapter. It says, this soul that the soul that takes the new body, giving up the old new body, this soul, Nainam Chinnanti Shastrani, the weapons, you are talking of killing people, you are talking of destroying your relations, but no, that this soul, Nainam Chinnanti Shastrani, the weapons, whatever it may be from Brahmastra or Agnyastra, the firearms, whatever it may be, but the weapons cannot destroy it. Chinnan, it cannot be cut, it cannot be cut to shred, it cannot be mutilated, it cannot be mutilated. Nainam dahati pavaka, it cannot be burned by fire. It cannot be burned by fire. The soul cannot be burned by fire, cannot be cut to pieces by sword or by any weapon. Now chainam kledam tapa, even water cannot make it moistened, wet. Water cannot make it wet, dampened. Now shoshayate maruta, and it cannot be dried up by the air. Air cannot dry it up. Many things dried up by air, you know. If you leave a painting, its color is gone in the air or in the sunlight, you know. So it cannot be dried up because it cannot be made wet. It has no depth, so it cannot be cut.